What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I want to thank you guys again for joining us for another live stream for today's day trades. I'm not too sure if you guys keep up with kind of what happens within TechBud Solutions, but I just caught I was traveling for about I don't know, 20 hours when it came to catching my flights from LAX to Germany and from Germany to Barcelona. Now I'm here. I'm with Jordan, Jeremy,
TechBud Solution members.
But we're all just hanging out right now. Market closed about 36 minutes ago, and that's of course just the U.S. time. I personally didn't trade today much. I set my limit order to sell my position on RIG. I didn't get filled. I was planning to sell at $6.99, and that's where I put my limit order, and I put good till canceled, so it in a sense isn't canceled. The mistake that I made on that one is that I put it at too high of a resistance. There was a old support, which is a new resistance at $6.80, which is what it hit today, and then it came back down. So that's something to look forward to tomorrow. I am going to be kind of getting into the gist of why I'm making this video. So today was the first day that I was traveling the entire day, so I do apologize that I wasn't able to be extremely active. I did upload a video that was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, and I kept you guys up to date as much as I could, just because I don't have any phone service while I'm over here yet in Spain. So I do want to thank you guys for everything it is that you guys did for me today. I'm going to talk about 3 different stocks that I'm kind of keeping my eyes on for this upcoming day. It looks like right now it's about 1:36. Pacific Standard Time and Mountain Standard Time. It's 10:37 right now here in Barcelona. So it's been a really long day for me. I'm extremely tired, but I really wanted to make a video keeping you guys up to date with everything that I have going on, just so you guys have an understanding on kind of where I sit. Tomorrow is the day that I'm going to be, in a sense, calling the winner for the giveaway that I was doing within my channel. So if you guys haven't done so already, it's not too late to answer. I'm going to be dedicating all morning tomorrow just answering all the different messages that I've received within the Facebook platform. And it's a video that I uploaded that I called, startup giveaway and stuff like that. So feel free to check that out. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about when it comes to the 3 different stocks that I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and kind of how different stocks played out today. So I'm going to see if I can actually see my current live stream and see what you guys are saying. I did want to take this time and congratulate a couple of our traders that I was able to notice that locked in really decent profit, and then again are just showing, in a sense, the whole reason that we do what it is that we do. And that means, sharing our best practices, sharing our mistakes, and effort to promote growth. Again, one of the biggest things is that we don't encourage you guys to trade based on anyone else's opinion. If you guys can't identify potential yourself, then when it comes down to investing, again, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and making sure that you understand truly what it is that you're investing in. And what I mean by that is making sure that you understand that you're getting in at a good price and selling at a good resistance, or just having a plan altogether when it comes to selling. I'm sure you guys can tell just based on my voice and my kind of just hype that I'm very tired, right? So I do apologize for that if this is gonna be somewhat monotone. But I do want to give a shout out to one of our members. My goodness, he traded ADMP today, locked over with his position, locked over 44% profit. I want to give another shout out to Granin Breslin. He locked in during the market open 32% after market hours. It was 0.84%. So altogether, a little bit over 33%. So a huge position on that. I want to give another shout out to, man, I'm so sorry, but it looks like I cut off the names when I screenshotted these. But you traded UGAS today, and then you locked in over a little bit, nearly 11% on your position. And then Kimberly Ladores ended up buying SKLN at 220, sold it at 233, so that's over 5% profit. And then Aaron Garcia bought in, traded a series of different stocks, locked in over $340 worth of profit. And then Michael Arnett locked in almost 10% profit based on what he said and stuff like that. So, and then Ellen Rinzes says he locked over $3,000 worth of profit on this position today. So Obviously, huge market movers in that position was with JNUG, which we did realize that that was a huge mover this past week. Today, since JDST and JNUG are always inverse ETFs, the one that saw the most growth or the one that stayed in the green was JDST. But again, not a lot of movement based on what I saw. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get this all set up. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let's see. Actually, give me one quick second. I want to say what's up to all you guys since you guys are all tuning in. All right, now you guys are saying, gang, what's up? Damn, it's 10 p.m. over there. Yeah. Okay, so Ricardo Fernandez asks, I haven't seen the other video yet. It's the video that I uploaded this morning, and it says, but is the $1,000 challenge really over? No, and you can see by the actual title, I just put the thumbnail as in like question marks. If you watch the video, I explained that the $1,000 challenge started in a sense to talk about the power of compounded interest, the importance of that, and that it doesn't matter what brokerage company I'm using or you're using or altogether the team. I just wanted us to use a similar platform since it's going to be easier for us to keep each other up to date with how it is that we're doing within the challenge. But in reality, guys, like with this whole day trading and this whole $1,000 to $20,000 challenge, in no way is it over, right? And if you guys watch the video, which I would suggest for you guys to do because I explain different things that I'm going to be doing, but you guys are going to understand the importance of it doesn't matter what brokerage company we are individually working with. It solely matters on us sticking to our plan, seeing consistent growth, and then in a sense minimizing loss and stuff like that. So thank you for asking that. But no, the $1,000 challenge is not over. Sweet Discount says, "Hola Ricky, what's up?" Fidel says, "Pretty Ricky, LOL. Welcome to Europe, bud." That's by Dododo. I want to make sure if any of you guys are here in Europe, direct message me within my Instagram account if you guys can. The link is provided for you down below if you guys don't follow me on my personal Instagram account. But direct message me. I'd love to meet up with you guys and maybe we can trade together. That'd be a really cool thing. So I'm in Barcelona, so I can't really travel much since I don't have a car out here. Kimberly says, thanks for the shout out. I'm getting this chart stuff. And that's, I talked about it I don't know if I talked about it in one of my videos or I talked about it in my live stream that I did when I was actually driving from Phoenix to California. I was also going to catch my flight. But I talk about like once you understand how to perform technical analysis, once you understand how to identify potential, and once you understand on how to set up a plan when you know how to do those other two steps, it's very easy in making sense of a trade. It's never going to be 100%, and you have to understand that. I feel personally, because I get a lot of positive feedback within my videos, and I get a lot of positive feedback within just people direct message me, and that's what really keeps me going. And there's going to be people that are always going to want to bring me down, and I definitely do see that as well. I want to say the biggest thing is like that's why I talk about my style of trading not being in a sense a perfect template for everyone. And that's why I'm trying to bring on people within TechBot Solutions that have unique styles that I think other people can benefit from just by hearing how they, their whole thought process and how they perform technical analysis and how they identify potential. Because in reality, am I really going to be the only template on how people can learn how to trade? No, because my style is more technical. My style doesn't always make sense to everyone just because of different indicators and because of their own experiences. And I want you guys to understand that I'm not here to impress anyone with the way that I trade. I'm not, if my way of trading doesn't make enough money for you, then, your style of trading, then go, and your style of trading does, then, 100% go for it. Again, the whole reason that I present myself on YouTube and that I put myself out there is that, I'm sorry, I was reading one of the comments, but the whole reason that I put myself out here so you guys can watch me is because of the TechBot Solutions platform. I feel like the platform in itself, when you put the power in the hands of the people, as in like traders, right, that are doing well, to share their best practices and to share their mistakes. And then now you in a sense, give access to thousands of aspiring entrepreneurs and investors to that exact platform. And once they're learning how to trade, learning from people's best practices, learning from people's mistakes, networking with one another, it creates a very welcoming environment. And that's definitely, I think, what separates us from every other platform out there. You guys know that I try to be as, in a sense, understanding and as supportive as I can to each and every one of you guys. But in reality, you guys have to understand that it's not just me that's here to assist you, but you guys need to be assisting each other as well. And that's something that I've been seeing that has been really improving within our channel and within our group chats and within everything of the TechBud Solutions, Facebook platform, because I only need to approve one post. And then once I approve that one post, there's sometimes, 15, 20, 100 comments within that post, answering the person's questions, going through, series of discussions, just answering in such detail that I personally would not be able to do. And that's the power of networking. And that's the power of this whole platform of TechBud Solutions. I'm not here to benefit off of your trade. If you guys tell me what to trade, or any individual tells me what to trade, I won't trade it, and you guys know that. I'll never trade my hard-earned money based on anyone else's opinion. If I can't make sense of the trade, then I won't trade it. And I want you guys to do the same thing. If you guys don't understand what it is that you guys are investing in, regardless of who is telling you, then you shouldn't be trading it. That's why 90% of people that trade based on someone else's opinion lose money compared to the 10% that know how to trade, that know how to manage the risk, and that know how to set up a plan for success. Are you gonna see success every single time you trade? No, but that's why they have that simulation trading account, as in like TD Ameritrade and stuff like that, that can allow you to make those mistakes with a platform that has no monetary, in a sense, risk. And we talk about that consistently so you guys understand the best ways in getting started. And I hope you guys understand that. So let's see. Okay, so Matt's saying that edited videos are more insightful and concise. Totally agree when it comes to, I really like sitting down and filming those edited videos. They're better quality, they get right to the point. I 100% understand that. One of the first drawbacks when it comes to that is I don't always have time to film those videos. And again, I do this whole thing for TechBud Solutions. And I do a bunch of different things on the side that editing videos isn't always going to be, in a sense, a thing that I could always do. And one of the biggest, I think, pros of going live is I get to answer your guys' questions live that I usually wouldn't be able to automatically, respond to you guys if I were to, film a video and then upload it later. So I hope you guys understand that. So that's why I tried to do, upload a video that I edited, and then do like 2 live videos and stuff like that. And that's how I even it out. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. And then ZHD says, can I open a Thinkorswim account with $100 only? I'm sure you can. There's no minimum when it comes to the TD Ameritrade account. What I would suggest is if you're barely getting into trading and you're barely starting with the fundamentals, I would start off with a paper trading account within TD Ameritrade. Gives you access to $200,000 of paper trade money or fake money, but it allows you to trade real-time stocks with no delay. All you have to do is call a TD Ameritrade rep, and then they can give you real-time quotes. So that's personally something that I would suggest, to not have any real monetary risk, because although it's just $100, it's $100 and you worked hard for that. And I want you guys to not have to lose it if you don't have to, especially when starting out, since you probably will be making mistakes in the very beginning. But Matt, thank you for answering. Of course. And I'm in no way offended by, some people are pretty offensive with their comments on YouTube and stuff like that. And that's always going to happen, right? Because I put myself out there and not everyone's always going to agree with me. And that's something that I've personally been able to learn, right? The biggest thing that offends me is when other people comment, as in haters comment to you guys, and then start bad mouthing you guys. That's what really offends me, because one of the biggest things is I really dislike when people subjugate others in a way that makes them feel inferior. And what I mean by that is when people try to say, okay, well, I have $100. Do you think I can start investing with that? And then someone responds, no, what the hell? That's not enough money. Go save money or go do something else. This isn't for you. Guys, we're here to help one another out. And I want you guys to understand that you as an investor, if you really think in the long run, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to end it with something else, but this is really what I want you guys to understand. No matter what it is that people are telling you, no matter what it is, how naive people might think you are, how crazy people might think you are, even people that are so irrelevant that are commenting and hating on you on a YouTube platform, right? Just think of how low a person has to be when you say that you're such a young individual, or you're an individual that's aspiring to be a successful entrepreneur, and that they bring you down by saying, no, go, do what you're supposed to do, and don't get into investing or anything like that. Just because someone's had a bad experience, or just because they weren't successful in a certain marketplace, doesn't mean that you shouldn't give it a try. Does that mean that you should just go for it without any knowledge? No, and that's why we have this platform, so you can learn as much as you can. And what I encourage you guys to do is to learn through any avenue of information that can lead to your success, not only my YouTube videos or my platform, anything, right? But the thing that I encourage you guys to do is that anyone that is asking for advice, asking for help, or you feel that is aspiring to be a successful entrepreneur, why not just say some kind words to motivate them or to spark that interest? When I started this, in a sense, $100 giveaway, I 100% understand $100 isn't going to be, the next multi-billion-dollar idea. But what it does do, it allows a young individual to have that spark of interest into a specific marketplace that they really didn't think, was going to be extremely or even possible. My whole plan with this $100 just giveaway isn't necessarily just to give away the $100, but is to almost mentor this specific individual and to talk about and continue to work with. So this individual that is starting with the $100 and is trying to grow his business or this idea now not only has $100 of capital to get this started and get it off the ground, but really get some real world experience and get some positive feedback on someone that's been doing it for a couple of years. And I think that can be the difference. Everyone that watches my videos and everyone that's subscribed to me knows that I'm not here to benefit off of anyone's losses. I don't charge anything for TechBud Solutions. I don't gain anything from you guys, sharing each other's best practice or anything like that. The only thing that I gain is that I know that I'm providing a platform that other people are benefiting from because of the positive environment and the welcoming environment that we provide within our community. And I think that's what makes the difference. For some people that lock in 30%, that doesn't mean that they're locking thousands and thousands of dollars. That could be that they made $50 today. Regardless of what it is, they are seeing growth within their account and within their life that they can later implement into different avenues. One of the best things that I saw within, let me see if I can actually pull it up. One of the greatest things that I saw right now, right as I posted the link within the TechBud Solutions group chat, is one of our main members, Jalen. He talked about very simple. It was kind of a bigger paragraph, and I hope you're okay with me sharing this, Jalen Silva. But it says, can anyone else not wait to see where day trading will take us in the few years from now? It sparked so many different interests in me, and has now become something that I really enjoy doing and learning a lot on a daily basis. It has taught me a lot about myself and things I need to work on in and outside of trading life. Really focusing on saving, and I can this year. Okay, so he's pretty much just talking about that it's helped him not only when it comes to investing, it's helped him not only when it comes to different aspects of investing, it's helped him also in a sense to invest in different avenues. But when it comes to getting into real estate investing for this upcoming year, he's now working on his credit and he's now working on saving money. And that's the whole point. A lot of people say, well, penny stocks is always going to be something that you're going to be successful in. I understand, but just because you're not going to be successful in doesn't mean that you shouldn't give it a shot. TechBud Solutions doesn't cost you anything to join our group. You simply have to have a Facebook group, and you click on the link down below. You can simply open a paper trading account within TD Ameritrade. That doesn't cost you anything. There's no monetary risk. But the more you surround yourself with motivated entrepreneurs, the more that you surround yourself with an environment of people that are there to support you, no matter what it is that you're trying to achieve, you will, in a sense, experience just this uplifting, I think, environment that will help you try to pursue, I think, a way more successful life. And it comes down to something as simple as that, and that's what it is that I'm trying to create. So again, I'm sorry that I went off on that rant, but that's pretty much it. It looks like you guys like that. I'm going to be going, I have all the times and all the alarms set. I am going to be trading with you guys live tomorrow. But again, I'm going to be dedicating a lot of time getting this this giveaway done and seeing what all you guys had to say. So I'm going to be reading a lot of your guys' messages. I want to thank you guys for everything it is that you guys do, because you guys work so hard, day and night, for just the time that the market's open, to make sure that you guys gain the most out of it, or also, study the hardest you guys can to get the best outcome. And I really do see that from each and every one of you guys. But other than that, I mean, if there's anything else that I can do for you guys, feel free to let me know. Leave it down in the comments. But if you directly want to reach out to me, it's going to be within the TechBud Solutions group chat. Just feel free to direct message me right there. And that's really just it. I don't really know what else to say. But that is it. I'm in Spain. I'm going to be trying to make some videos for you guys while I'm over here. Maybe I should take them on a tour real quick. Yeah.
A tour? Oh, yeah. Let's check this out.
All right.
I hate to
interrupt. Go.
Thing, but the weirdest thing, as we're signing the contract for this apartment, it's like no filming inside the apartment. And so I'm like, well, that's a problem because we make vlogs every day. And so we're like trying to,
oh man. Okay.
I mean, there are high chances they're going to see this video. So.
No, I mean,
we'll definitely but I was like, I'm like emailing the lady just to see.
Okay. All right. So it looks like I can't tell you guys
along. It's that upper class that you don't get to check it out.
I guess I can't take you guys on a tour, but if you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, I'll probably be posting some little non-videos. They're boomerangs, if you guys know what that is, when they go back and forth. So, we'll always find a way around it. Can't thank you guys enough for everything that you guys do. Just continue working as hard as you guys can and everything, and never give up, right? There's nothing wrong with, like I say, like I have a normal job, and there's nothing wrong with having that stable source of income, but to aspire to be something, greater, and to work hard towards, a different avenue and different sources of income is always, I think, the ideal situation to live a little bit more of a financially free life. Because like I'm trading here, again, I'm not trying to promote anything, but I have the blessing of being able to travel over here to Spain, bring you guys all along, and I can make money because I simply have the fundamentals of investing, and I can implement that when it comes to trading simply with an internet connection and my computer. So I really hope, and like I said in my last video that I talked about this trip on Barcelona, I want to see if we can plan something with a couple TechBud Solutions members, and maybe we can trade together, and then a couple of us can rent out like a mansion or something. It could be in the States, or it could be outside or domestic, so whatever it is that you guys want. And we can film within that mansion. So we'll be sure to get that done. I want to thank you guys for everything that you guys do. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. If you guys can like and subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. If you guys can't, we understand. Thank you guys. Take care.